Oh,
It is.
It is Bristol. We are here. Where y'all at? Come on over, y'all. Get here.
I'm already here.
You're here. We're here. Listen, tune in right now. Stay with us. This is the show of Bristol. There is no one in Bristol doing a show that knows more about Bristol than us. We are the authorities of locals at the track, Bristol. Here we are. I've been through every office. I know every nook and cranny. We're telling you we know the best parking spaces and everything. Hang with us to learn all the inside information. But one thing that's not inside information, Justin.
What's that?
Is who won last week's race.
Oh.
And that was your boy.
That was a C. Bale.
He got him one. He's already got the pressure off. He's been in the Final Four for the last couple years. He keeps convincing me he's going to win a cup. I don't know.
Yeah, he'll win a cup. One day.
One day.
Could be this year.
Ooh, hang with us and find out. We've got a magic ball coming right back.
Balabidi.
It's the Wrap It Up show.
Yes.
And we are looking at cars and wishing
selling
we
them
were
like candy bars.
Candy, yes, out of a box in
Out of a
packs
box.
of 20 and for $1. It's what a deal. We're looking at these cars, and we're looking at them at the order that they ran last week and how they finished. Looking at the paint schemes coming over to our house over here.
It's Bristol, baby.
And C. Bell driving them DeWalt colors with the big drill bit down the side. He's good here.
He is.
He could go back to back.
He won the dirt race last year.
He did. He won a lot of Xfinity races here, just on the concrete. He is a contender in it. Could he possibly be the winner, though? You think?
Yeah, we don't know what the Toyotas are going to look like. The new body on the short tracks.
I got a bad feeling about it.
I mean, even though they deem Phoenix is a short track, and Toyotas did really well there. So, but it wasn't like a. Is this a different engine package at all?
Same
don't
thing
think
as
so,
far as
right?
I know. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I was just hearing Hamlin rant about horsepower all day today. That's why
He wants more.
He wants more.
He says it's easy. They have a switch inside that you just flip.
Exactly.
Here's a man who flipped a switch.
Here's
Coming
a
up
guy who's
to
won
second.
Bristol
He could do it again.
2 night races ago. He won.
Coming off a second place finish in the green. BuildSubmarines.com.
The machine.
How many people are you hiring that you could sponsor multi-cars in a large NASCAR operation just to get out the information that you're going to pay people to work? They putting a large number of people to work.
Man, they're building submarines. But I just go down to Jersey Mike's and have them do that for me.
Well, sandwich artist, submarine builder, everything has got its own name, You just, it's, what is it, the fancy word for janitor now? Some kind of engineer? Custodial engineer.
Ooh.
That's it.
Hey.
Oh, here's a man who
What?
got really weird with this one.
Well, hey, at least it's something different.
It is. I like the side, kind of, other than the fact that it's like the XM's like squished. But that might just be the flare in the tire, actually.
There's like a big star on the front.
It kind of looks that way, don't it? It's a star in an S. I have Sirius XM. I have no idea what the star S thing means.
Oh, I see. Okay.
It's not their logo, unless they just changed their logo or something.
The S makes the star.
Yeah.
Or the star makes the S.
Right.
Wherever you look at it.
There's something wrote right there in the bottom of the star. Well, no, it's Sirius XM.
Okay, yeah.
We're farther away from your phone in your hand than you probably are, folks, watching this. So sometimes it's hard to read the little words. It's not a bad scheme, but it's also weird for some reason to me.
Yeah. And they left like a little bit of the monster on the back.
Yeah, and Monster always has to have their whole area black, So you have to, like, change the whole scheme. Like that whole blue thing coming down the side, that probably had something to do. Well, we got to have some kind of break here between the black and the white,
What does Ty Dillon think about it?
Nothing, because Brad Keselowski would not let him.
Oh,
the king
another
of
bread. Hawaii.
He loves it. He's coming to big orange country, down here.
It's Bristol, baby.
And you got to drive the big orange car.
Maybe he thinks that's going to propel him to the victory.
It's a good possibility.
That'd been a good line if it was propel on the water. On the sponsorship.
Well, we got to get in this marketing game. I tell you what, these people, we're We're not getting paid for this, and we're handing out a lot of information for free.
I know.
Where's
I
our
mean,
money? Yeah, thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you. Okay.
Yeah.
We're a live audience. It's crazy. Oh, you got Blaney.
Hey.
Blaney's back. He's got the Dutch boy.
Man.
For some reason, out of all the Menards, I like this one the best. I guess I just like blue.
With the Dutch boy on the front?
Yeah, I don't know. It's a better logo. It's something I've seen my whole life, I guess. It's not overly done. I like the color blue. I think it matches the yellow well. Man, I love Blaney. Don't get me wrong. I just don't see him winning Bristol this weekend. I wish he would. He has won he won Bristol in Xfinity. We were there.
Yeah, but if you think
maybe
back,
trucks too. Yeah.
pre-dirt, this guy was running really strong.
He was.
Those last 2-3 concrete Bristol races.
Absolutely. I don't. That's why I'm like, don't get me wrong. I'm not just hating on Blaney. I just don't think it happens this weekend. I think because the Fords are much less. What's the word I want to use? They're just
hanging around.
A lot more than I thought they were going to at the start.
Well, yeah.
And these big tracks, and the fact that they haven't got any wins yet, I don't think short tracks is going to be their power. But maybe it is. Maybe I'm completely wrong about everything so far with Ford, and that's a good possibility. I have not driven a Ford lately. Have you? That was their slogan.
I have not.
My father-in-law, he's got an F-150. It's nice. It's also
last
blue.
Last week I said maybe the 1 or the 12 would win, and, well, they didn't.
Yeah. So
well, what did he finish, 6th or 5th?
Who? 12?
Blaney. He finished 5th.
Yeah. Top 5.
And Chastain was right behind him. So.
Right. You know, they don't like each other.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Oh, my goodness.
That's a hot car.
Going fishing today.
Ooh.
Is this because, like, Johnny Morris said, I even have to have some type of presence on your cars, Justin Marks?
Yeah. Yeah, everything.
Because this is the Bass Pro Shops in the September race.
Right? Yeah, it's multi-level marketing. Not really. That's a joke, folks, if you're into multi-level. Anyway. Yeah, bad. I'm sorry. The giant fish, you know, every time they just put hunting or something on there, people are like, hell yeah, baby. Do it. Get me a beer and a gun. Get me a beer and something to kill. You know, so, I mean, people just get happy about it.
Yeah.
And, hell, it looks good.
It does look good.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I want to make this wrap of the week, dude, because this right now, I'm going to say this. This, so far, every wrap we've seen all year long, this is my favorite, and I'm still not making it wrap of the week because I know something else coming.
Yeah, I usually don't pregame any of these wraps.
Yeah.
But I did see both Trackhouse. I think I like the 99 a little bit better than this one.
Ooh.
As we get to it. But you're trying to talk me into there's something even better. So I'll wait and see.
Okay, all right. Let's look ahead. Here's
there's something that's
something
not better.
at all. Every year, it seems like they find a way to make this scheme worse.
Worse, yeah. I like the hood with the logo. Better maybe.
The waves.
But the sides is like more plain than it ever was.
Exactly. Yeah, that's where the ball got dropped.
NASCAR did, what they do every now and then.
They try to make part of it good, and they're like, well, only this part can be good, not this part.
Where'd the fish tank go?
Well, he's got the fish back there, no fish tank. They drained it. That's what it is. This is like your pavement.
Gosh,
I do
Johnny.
like the roof for some reason. Like the black number, I like that.
Yeah.
I think the door number should be black. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Just get real dark with it. It's my last year. Get out of the way. 15 car in the wall.
Who's in the 19 next year?
Oh, yeah, it could be Martin Truex again. Or whoever can come closest to winning the Xfinity Championship for Gibbs, I guess. That's the next in line, right? I mean, I can't think of anybody Toyota's like, oh, my gosh, he's the golden child. I know Chevy's got quite a few. But look at this guy.
There he is again,
Burning
missing a
it
tire.
down. Burning it down.
Oh, my God.
He's going to be downtown.
Dude, what if he would burn it down with the checkered flag at Bristol? That'd be sick.
He has a Penske car now. It's possible. The Bristol track, they say, can have turns that feel good for road course racers, right?
Yeah.
This man has a prime car. Again, I just threw off on the 12. So I don't think the Fords have got it. If the Fords do, though, our super short track people, watch out, 34. I'm all down for it. He's going to be down at Michael Waltrip Brewery at, I think they said, 6 o'clock, hanging out, driving lawnmowers in the school board parking lot. Yes, that's what we do here in Bristol. And Mikey, we got Kyle Petty, Ty Dillon. You know who I'm talking about, Ty Dillon?
Yeah, there he is.
Can't even see the diecast
He's the judge.
anymore.
Dylan, you son of a...
I'm really thinking about going just because I want to talk to Ty Dillon. Who else? Sammy Farantasia, you know, the truck driver from Canada.
I remember that movie.
Yeah.
Atreyu.
Yeah, they rode that big Wish Dragon.
That Wish, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about exactly. Good job. I tell you what, though, a whole fantasy that you can live, or anybody out there can live, not you. You've got no fantasies to live anymore.
I can't
It's getting
live.
free stuff. Look at this. We have it right here on the rotator cuff all day, just showing it off. We were thinking, we had a green screen set up and a whole nother camera, and we're like, why are we doing that? Why don't we just put it on the camera so you can be like, holy crap, there it is the whole time.
It's taken us 14 months to get smart.
We're figuring out things, okay? It's a really slow pace. Okay. Right now for us, it's March 23. All right. Junior Motorsports hat, free to you if you can tell us who wins Bristol this weekend and be the only one who gets it right, or one of the people who get it right and then get your name drawn out of a thing here. Look, it's Bristol, baby. I got my Terra Labonte best koozie ready.
There you go.
I'm rolling around here in my...
Man, there's some
Dr. Pepper, that's the official
good memories
drink of
of Bristol with Terry Labonte involved.
I know, right?
Some incredible finishes.
My boy. All right, let's look at this right here, this one commercial. White Blaze Outdoors. Hey, listen, this is the weekend, and there's still spots open. I talked to the draft master over at White Blaze, and I don't mean him making beer draft. I mean the guy who drives the giant train of horses. That's a thing you can order. Man, that's expensive as all get out. You don't want the horse package. You want the horse package where you are taken up on a beautiful hike in the scenic Appalachian Mountains and shown wild ponies. That's real. And it's so crisp. Maybe snow on the ground as the ponies. There's pronies and ponies.
Yeah.
Pronies they're more just kind of bend up legs. They're prone, ready to jump. They're kind of grasshopper leg ponies, okay?
They're looking for better footwear.
There's a lot of lead in the water up there. This thing's got out of hand. But you can pet them. They can jump into an airplane.
Yeah.
All right. I'm sorry.
That's only the pronies.
Yes, just the pronies.
That's the only ones
ponies are just normal freaking
They're
ponies.
normal, yeah.
You can pet those, and they'll eat grass out of your hands and stuff. And they're just wild. They're not like in cages. This isn't like a guy walks you up to a petting zoo. These are wild horses that walk up to you. You can feed them lizards right from your hand. See that hand right there? That's ready. A horse, a miniature pony, is about to bite that out of the hand and fly straight up into
an airplane,
an incoming plane down at Tri-Cities Airport.
That's it.
The tragedies we have at Tri-Cities from these pronies.
Man.
Oh, but you're not flying in. Don't worry about it. All right, we're going to take the quickest break you've ever seen and be right back, baby. Hey! Hey, let's wrap it up. How are you?
We got to collect them all.
Collect them all. Get them all while in Happy Meals now. All 4 pronies.
All the pronies.
Hopping into a race near you.
Hey, which driver that's going to enter into the Food City 500 do you think would be most likely to collect all the pronies?
I know right here. It's the number 14.
Oh, it's him.
Of Chase Briscoe.
You're probably right. I mean, he's got tractors on his car.
Right. He's all about this kind of thing. He keeps the car dirty. He knows he's going up there, up on the mountain, and he ain't even trying to make the car look good.
Hey, he actually got a top 10.
Right.
I mean, barely, but...
It's
an improvement.
It's a big improvement from last year, especially for the 14 team. I mean, the 14 was the worst Stuart Haas last year by far, I would say. He just kept having wrecks. Yep. Here's a wreck.
Oh.
No, not really. Here's a guy. Man, I thought he was going to win him a race last week, honestly.
I did too.
He was coming on strong there. Got him a stage win, though. think what
Yeah.
first one? Yeah.
You got a stage win, and then
So
it's the last couple of weeks. I mean, in Vegas, he finished second to Larson in the first two stages.
Lord have mercy, I'm about to bust.
He's
getting
going to
good.
bust.
He's
He's
going-
going to bust through the finish line first here
yeah.
soon.
Heck yeah. This man's
I
going to
don't-
do
I
things.
don't think of Reddick though when I think of Bristol.
Not at all.
Uh,
But he could be.
Could be.
He's one of these dirt, little sideways flying around things drivers. And I know we don't have dirt right now. I'm not even misspeaking. I'm just saying this is a bowl, for normal NASCAR tracks. This is probably the closest thing to like dirt tracking, isn't it? Bristol? Or
the shape, yeah. I mean,
right? I mean,
I don't know.
I don't know
Bank-
either.
I don't know.
What's the slipperiest track, you think?
Well,
I never
probably
thought about-
Darlington
Yeah, definitely.
with the
Definitely,
asphalt. The
yeah.
way it is.
But that's a whole different thing with those curves, man. That's not even, Yeah, those. You ever play that video game? Can't get no word.
Curves, yeah. It's a
Curves.
good video game.
Yeah, Curvin USA. That's what it's called.
Hey,
Hey, speaking of USA, we got a call again from
we
the
did.
meat line this week
Nice.
again. And you can call to 423-797-MEAT.
Yeah.
And
be
we have
featured on our
heard,
show.
we have heard from, and I don't know where the button went, the cut of the week. Here it is. It's the one that says that on it.
Oh,
Check it out. It's our friend again, back this week, Jim Bob in Saltmore.
again?
Here he is.
Hey, fellas, it's Jim Bob Cooter from up here in Saltville again, boys. I gotta say, man, I turn on that TV, I see that daggum 11 car, man. That thing looks like back in, 2010 when you can get on and, design the paint schemes or whatever. It looks like my 3-year-old niece who's plumb blind designed that thing. That's about the ugliest SOB car I think I've ever seen. And, man, I can't, oh, man. Anyways, fellas, what y'all think about the Bristol walls going back to white? Personally, I might be the minority here, but I like them better as black instead of the white. But anyways, fellers, I'm going to go here and cry because of that daggum 11 car. But you fellers have a good one. I got to go eat me some meat.
Oh,
Did
man.
he say the Bristol Mall or the Bristol Wall?
I think he said the walls.
Oh.
Well, they painted the walls this weekend. They've been black for quite some time.
Huh.
And then now we're going back to a 90s themed for the spring race. So they're white with red stripes on them. Or, yeah, kind of. Or white,
Okay.
red and white blockaged.
Yeah, everything, all the marketing and everything I've been seeing on our local TV is like a late 80s, early 90s throwback.
Yep, that's what they're selling. Going
Back.
back to the concrete. Going back in time. And
1992.
I'm like, well, it was just 3 years ago. I mean, and they're
Oh.
like, let's go all the way back to
Well, that was the first year the concrete was
right.
laid.
I mean,
I was there.
That's the idea. Were you
Darrell
there?
Waltrip won that race
Well, of course he did.
on the first concrete night race. Almost as well, he won the Darlington after that. Was his last win of his career.
Dang, I'm jealous.
Hmm.
I'm jealous. I would have loved DW. Growing up was my guy. That's the first race I ever watched. I'm watching. That's what interests me. I saw the Tide car, and I was like, yes, and
That's
I
a
locked
cool
in
car.
on that. Yeah, and so DW.
Hmm.
For years and years and years, that was my man. And my favorite paint scheme, speaking, we're on a paint scheme show, is that car that won at Bristol, that Western Auto
Western Auto
17. Oh, my
Yeah.
gosh, man. That thing is hot.
Well, Jim Bob, he at least he didn't like that piece of crap red
Yeah.
Hamlin thing that was just.
Well, he had common sense.
Yeah.
So, Jim Bob, if you're out there this week, I know you are, hit us up in the comments down here. But if you catch the show late, you're going to hate this. Here he is again with absolute crap. But this week, it's got blue and white on it.
Mm.
This week, instead of Brakes Plus, it's Express Oil Change. Man, this company has the simplest freaking names for stuff. They are the most generic named things ever. Express Oil Change. Yeah, which one? You know, the Express Oil Change.
Express
oh,
one.
Okay, the original, I guess. Duh. The Brakes Plus, or whatever the crap it was last week. It has like a big red arrow thing.
Yeah, I was trying to see.
I guess the Express is kind of like arrows. But from here, it kind of almost makes the side look like a baseball stretched out going into the sky. With an old Earnhardt when Teresa merged with Chip.
Oh,
Earnhardt Ganassi logo
Yeah.
on the door. That's
Oh,
what it
the-
looks like from
yeah.
here. Earnhardt Ganassi logo in a baseball in some kind of Windows 95 screensaver freaking out. Oh, I don't care for this. I guess it's better than last week.
It's better than last week's, but
it
not
ain't
by
much. It's of the week. I would say it's the worst wrap in the entire history of the Earth for this week.
There you go.
You
Dude could have won the race and then just spun out.
Yeah. So, that shows you right there. It's obviously rigged.
Yeah.
Right. 100%. Look at the boy.
Hey.
Johnny got to drop more cash.
Put some boats out there on the track.
This week he
I like
took
this,
the black rifle off of the hood. Johnny said, "No, I got more money for you, boy. Here, eat. Eat from my pocket the lettuce of NASCAR. Put this money in your mouth." Oh, he loves it. Eat it up, Noah.
Buy you a rifle.
Discount fishing lures, Noah. Risk your life. Discount fishing lures. Anyway, it's hot.
I do like this.
Heck yeah, it's hot. We were there when he drove almost pretty freaking close to this.
In the 9?
Junior. Yeah. And, man, I'll be honest with you. That race, that last time he was in it, I was there, and I wanted him to win so bad that night.
Yeah, for that car.
Because I was like, I'm going to buy the diecast if he wins. And I was like, this may be the last time I ever see this paint scheme. I love this paint scheme. But yet still, not the paint scheme I'm talking about.
Okay.
Lord have mercy, I'm about to bust.
Man, the suspense.
Terry Labonte to you.
The suspense.
I told Bobby, I said, "Bobby, tell Terry I said hello."
Yeah, you did.
And he said, "Oh, I sure will. I guarantee you, I talked to Terry. He's going to be like, I don't know what the hell you're talking about." Okay.
We'll have to go back to Martinsville and do that.
Oh, look at that. That's hot.
It is hot.
You're right. This might be hotter than the one.
I think I like this better than the one.
But it also.
At least it doesn't have the.
But you got a picture of what's his face on the hood? Jason Albandean or Brian Loco or
I don't like that.
Marshmallow Pete. I don't remember who it is. He was on the hood last year, remember, because he did a signature outdoor line with Jockey. He's a country artist.
It may be Aldine. I don't know.
It may be Aldine. I can't remember. And honestly, the only other picture that showed the hood well was cut into thirds. And so
if I was Suarez, I probably wouldn't want to drive this because Austin Dillon, as we'll talk about later, had that Morgan man's face on his hood, and he wrecked in lap 6.
That's right.
They really have.
To the end of the road.
Really have. Hey, but at least there's not this ironic thing of American flag on the jockey car with a guy from Mexico.
Right. At least they got that.
Yeah.
There's probably fish and a country singer there. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most
I like
likely.
the blues. Looks good. Looks good. Looks good.
Suarez.
Oh, look at here. Here it is. The greatest rap ever. No. Here it is again. Same old thing.
He's hanging around.
Yeah.
Oh, he's going to drive it again, Rick. It demands that it be on everything. As I said before, I got a friend who's in the funeral industry, and he tells me, oh, yeah, definitely something that can happen. Rick's coffin can be wrapped like this.
It could be.
He was actually, now this is morbid for a show about paint schemes, for us to just go off on a tangent like this, but I don't know. Let's try to get interesting because this is probably the 14th build. Every episode we've watched almost, we've seen this freaking picture of a car. So
I know. Last week was a breath of fresh air.
True. But here's a weird story to make up for it. My friend tells me a Chase Elliott fan passed away and was just decked out, wore all of his gear, everything, that on the monitors when the people came in, normally you go in and there's like pictures, of you with like the family and the people, that passed away, and it was just Chase Elliott stuff.
Wow!
Just on the roll, yeah.
Ugh. Weird.
Yeah, my friend's like, "Now, are you a Chase Elliott fan?" I'm like, "No, not that much. He seems nice, but no, thank you. I don't think I'm gonna go that hard. I don't think Chase would go that hard.
Yeah.
You know what? Would you go to if you were at Chase Elliott's funeral? Would it just have a highlight reel of like this guy had the same thing, right? I mean, it would a highlight of Chase Elliott's life is what this guy was showing. That's kind of morbid for Chase Elliott, isn't it?
Right?
It's like they're showing his death reel there.
Man,
we're getting weird.
Talk about before we go on, 14th place, the best place for Hendrick Motorsports at Phoenix.
Man,
that's crazy.
That's unbelievable, almost, because for a few minutes there, it seemed like almost every one of them.
Yeah, they win every time.
Was going to And this weekend, too. Every one of them were good. They were excellent. Well, for a little while.
Gamebridge back throwing down the big time.
It's
just better paint. It's simple, but I like the paint scheme better than that bright yellow one they always had.
Well, this one's something different. This is Gamebridge something.
I swear, I think I was watching a basketball tournament, and it was like Gamebridge sponsored on the court.
Yeah,
I'm like, dude, these guys are throwing it.
I'm interested to know who's giving them the money. Like, I'm not saying it's a conspiracy or anything. I'm just saying, who's the investors? Like, I don't know anybody. I don't know anybody who just sees a name of a company and's like, I guess I'll send all my money over there, see what happens. I mean, maybe you should. I don't know. I don't know anything about it. Maybe you got to learn. We're talking about it. Obviously, that part's working. So, I don't know. Would you send your money to an investment firm that's spending their money on NASCAR sponsorship? That's what I'm trying to get at. I love NASCAR sponsorship. I love NASCAR, but it seems, and I know they got a lot of eyes on them, but it kind of also seems irresponsible in a way with investment money. But maybe they don't spend the investment money. Maybe they use only profit or something. I don't know.
This young man's running well.
He is.
In
like
a Spire
car. If he doesn't wreck, he does pretty well, indeed. Yeah. I think he's going to have a bright future. And when Honda shows up, he'll be even better. No, I'm just joking. Not saying that too. Oh, here's the back ends. It's just back ends. Look at this.
There's another one. The latest ladles.
It's Bubba's computer company.
Mavis.
He's got his
latest
labels.
Brought the whole Mavis.
He's got
brakes team to Mavis. Tires and brakes.
Litos. Looks same as it did last year, pretty much, and the year before.
Yeah.
So you got to give them some consistency, I suppose. I don't see many other hints for things. He's got Mobile One. He's got Air Force. We've seen Columbia. We've seen McDonald's. I don't see any other sponsors. So maybe that's all he's got scheduled for the year. I mean, he does have a fish right there.
It's not a bad scheme.
Right.
But I think what makes it worse is coming off of the incredibly awesome Air Force scheme last week.
Oh, yes.
To this is like a major downer.
Just absolutely.
Break it, Bubba.
Breaking it. Oh.
There's another guy I can break it.
A new wrap for this. This has been a sponsor with the front row people before.
Sit guard.
Cards. It's I don't know what it is. I looked it up and already forgot. It wasn't a memorable product. But I'll tell you what it does remind me of every time I see it, just because the color and the sit. Is the old Sitco scheme. Was it Michael Waltrip had a Sitco for a while?
Michael Waltrip did.
Yeah, and who else? I remember the commercial so well when Michael Waltrip drove. There was like, stop, go, Sitco. Okay, and I remember him saying that a lot.
Wasn't there somebody before him?
There was. I think Ricky Rudd had it once.
Did Morgan Shepherd have a Sitco?
Yes.
At one time or something?
Yes, I think it might have been Morgan Shepherd.
Speaking of.
You know there's a Morgan Shepherd video out now.
You should watch it.
Check it out. Listen, this man telling these stories, Chris Carrier, crew chief for the 75 truck team, did all these things, and boy, he is a storyteller. You will enjoy it, I promise you that. And some amazing stuff he talks about, stuff that nobody else knows about Morgan Shepherd, about Dale Earnhardt Sr.
It's been very
all
interesting.
those guys.
Hey,
Liberty.
Liberty.
NASCAR did, what they do every now and then?
They just put the same thing back up again. They just do it again. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like it. But for a while there, every year he was mixing it up. In the last few, he's just said, okay, this is what we're running.
Yeah.
I would like seeing just some slight tweaks, maybe, here and there.
Yeah, I feel like this is the same as the Atlanta one we have.
Yep. He's got the Z back there.
2 years ago.
The giant Z from...
Z packs. Yeah, get your Z pack.
Yeah, that's how you eat them earth rocks. Z packs.
Z packs.
That's what they're made of. What we got here? Let's look at one more. There's the guy we were talking about earlier.
I like this.
Already been to his funeral, and it looked good. He's got
the
baby
good.
blue. This is his normal go-getter with those little pinstripe deals again. Every scheme has that. For some reason, to me, I don't know why. It just makes me think of like 70s Western clothes, like Western shirts, you know? I don't know.
That would be
kind
fitting.
of cool. Honestly.
Chase Elliott was standing out by this car in a cowboy hat.
Yeah.
Boots.
He needs a cowboy hat.
He does.
If anybody in the field right now should be wearing a cowboy hat on a weekly basis, I nominate Chase Elliott.
I think that'd be a good idea.
Absolutely. Anybody who doesn't need to be wearing a cowboy hat, I nominate Austin Dillon, that we take it from him and give it to Chase Elliott.
Pass the baton.
It's time to shut it
GS1.
down, boys. Or I'm honestly fine with Jimmy Johnson doing it as an homage / mocking the king to his face. Either way he wants to look at it. If you want to mock nature itself, go and see all the beauty there is to see in one exciting hike. Nature wouldn't think you could see this much beauty at once. It would hold it back from you. You would have to travel so many places. You'd have to go to Scotland to see these Appalachian Highland hills, these rolling things, the tallest mountain in Virginia, that waterfall. There's some other waterfalls. There's lizards. I keep talking about lizards. There's so many lizards. You don't have to see the lizards at all. It's an optional lizard thing. Don't think you're hung up on lizards. You could be hung up on horses, porpoises. Pronies. That's it.
Yeah.
You got porpoises. See, porpoises are there.
Yeah.
Pronies.
Pronies hide in rocks. It's a common thing they do.
It's weird. They got the natural camouflage. They're all gray.
Yeah.
All right, so call White Blaze, and if you don't do it this weekend, you've got nothing else to do in town. Like, we live here. We can tell you there's nothing to do here. So there's not going to be something going on at the track constantly. Call White Blaze. Make this the best trip you can. We're going to be right back, y'all.
Wrap it up.
Hey, everyone.
48. What number was I saying? Can you tell? Could you hear it?
Everybody stand up
Anybody
and turn to your page 48.
Page 48 in the book.
And the book.
I always think this is very Miami Vice, and for some reason I think all of those colors on the front are just like palm trees. It's all in my brain. I know it's like a Hawaiian shirt wrapped in this car, and that's all I can see. And that just ain't Bristol, baby.
No.
It's Bristol, baby.
No, it's not.
He needs something.
He needs a win.
He needs
and
something.
He needs it bad.
Yeah, what do we got here? P20 at Phoenix.
Man peed 20 times.
He peed 20 times in his car.
Good job.
In the first stage.
Very hydrated.
In the first stage.
Dang. That's like depending on how much water you're moving through your bowels, that's really, well, not your bowels, but that's even worse.
That's really
that
bad.
happened to Tony Stewart once over in Sonoma.
It did.
And but it's not looking good for Alex Bowman. He needs he can drive at Bristol. It's a good track for him. He needs a kick butter. Look at this, though. You, speaking of all this greatness here, can get this for free. Absolutely free. Yes. Put in the comments who's going to win Bristol Night Race. If you're right, you can win this hat.
How did that dang deal get here?
Ooh, baby, let's look at the next car coming up. Hey, back at the ballpark on the buns.
Oh, man.
Oh, boy.
Gosh.
How did that dang deal get
One more time, because it's that dumb.
What the hell is that?
Huh? Very jerk-esque.
Oh, you know. Cooking them dogs.
I saw this on a truck. This was on a 75 truck already at Daytona. Ricky, come on, dude. You copy in leftover schemes from the truck series. They really ran out of money over there. You can't see it from here, but I swear to you, if you looked right under the gas tank right here, you can see a line where it looks like the hot dog and the hamburger aren't lined up properly, which is weird because this is just a rendering. Not even the real thing, so that doesn't even make sense. But whatever.
Update the clip art.
You're right. Bad clip
What's
arting.
on the hood? Is there like a giant dog?
I don't know. It's hard to say. Usually it's some Kroger store, but it only said ballpark on the entry, so it could be ballpark, just ballpark. Ricky, I think they fired their PR person. Seriously. They do not share anything on Facebook or anything. It's like it just went dead at the end of last season.
Huh.
I guess they were like, okay, can we
save
save
some money?
$80,000 and buy tires, I guess? I don't know. I guess that's what's going on. The only time you can get anything you see from them is somebody's with them at the track. So they definitely don't have a full-time person anymore. New scheme.
Oh, we got to check that score.
That's what's happened. A lot of people check that score and
yeah,
get that
buddy.
Emotional damage. FICO signed on to be or myfico.com, actually. You got to be correct with it, I suppose. Multi-race for the year. I don't know how many races Kyle had open, considering 3 Chi came back. But he must have had some, so we're going to see this more than once.
Man, tell me what's happened to your boy.
Have you heard about RCR?
Well, I'm not even talking about performance. Yeah. I am a little bit, but last year, dude had some hot cars. This year, they suck.
Right? Well,
the paint schemes are terrible.
RCR goes fishing for weird sponsors. It's very different sponsorship. That was a whole debate, right? Joe Gibbs wanted to do one thing, and RCR's like, nah, we'll do it this different way. But then sometimes you wind up with temp companies and websites, and they're all just like, what's the cheapest thing you can get me? And they're like, we got 2 colors, blue and white. Okay, put it on there.
Put it on there.
That's all I want, just as long as you can read the name. And it's kind of, you know what this is? Okay, I'm disgusted now. This is a rip-off of the 47 cars, if I've ever seen it. I mean, this is all he ever does, right? Just the same thing. He has giant white hood with on it and just put it on the side, and then there you are. God, they've sank low. I tell you. Yeah, whatever.
Man.
Hey.
Maybe get that silver bullet back.
Woo, man. Missed it, didn't you?
Yeah.
There he is. It does make the Mustang look, the Mustangish, like the front end looks good on this car, just in silver. I like the color scheme.
Yeah.
But, he ain't got no money over there. Nobody sponsoring, so.
Would you?
Big Gene. Oh, you know what? I heard something about Gene Haas. What did I hear about Gene Haas today? I don't know. Oh, you know what? I should have heard. Shanafy. Oh, Hanafi.
Oh, Shanafy.
It's got a mountain on it, so that's kind of regional, right? Oh, Hanafi. I'm pretending it's like really deep Scottish or Irish. I don't know which exact accent I'm doing, so I don't want to offend anybody. So you tell me which one. Oh, Hanafi.
Hey, nice wheels.
It is gold wheels.
Nice little yellow accent through the number.
Yeah, right.
Cool colors.
True.
Just take the Hanafi off.
Right.
It'd be cool.
Could be, but I don't know. He's had some good runs at Bristol, but I don't just see him doing anything this weekend. I'm sorry. I don't see.
He's going to do something.
I see him getting in a wreck first.
Well, he might.
He's in one of the lower, out of like the first 3 people to wreck, one of them will be the 51's my prediction.
The first 3 people?
Yeah, so first wreck, second wreck, third wreck, or if there's a wreck with 3 people in it, he's involved, I say. No? Okay.
No.
You think his odds are better than that?
I think this guy's going to pull off a crazy top 10.
True. It would be crazy because Ford's not doing well, and this is a Ford D team.
Well, so
it'll blow my freaking mind.
Yeah.
But it's a good prediction.
You never know.
I bet you can make money on it. Oh, look at this crap. Back again.
Yeah, he's still out there.
Dark day for this company. Okay, they signed this giant mega billion deal with Jimmy and the boys over here at Legacy.
I'm the boss.
And today announced, Dollar Tree, by the way, is the parent company. Family Dollar was its own store made in the 60s, and Dollar Tree bought them out a couple years ago for like $8.5 billion, which is a lot.
It's a lot.
They had like 11,000 stores or 100,000 stores or something across America. Anyway, announced today they're going to close 1,000 stores down. 600 and some are Family Dollars, and like 280 or something were like Dollar Trees. And they're going to, or rebrand things, they say. So
rebrand things.
Yeah. So they're losing a huge amount of stores as leases run out. Closing stores, but gave Jimmy a huge amount of money. So there's a plan at foot. Spend more. I guess they're cutting costs and then spending more on advertising. That's the idea they're going with. Let's see if it works.
How do you rebrand Dollar Tree?
Oh, man.
I mean, what else can you do?
I know, right? It was all. it was better because it was just $1. That was the whole point. The whole point was that you didn't have to think. Anything you saw was only $1. It was just like, give me. It was impulse buys.
I want 12.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just the weird cookies from Malaysia. $1 short. For $1, we'll eat one and throw them away. Who cares? But now you go in there and there's $10 items. I'm like, I can get this anywhere. $10 items.
Yeah.
Here comes the money.
Right. Man, it looks like a police car from the 80s, kind of. If Dollar Tree had a police car, this is what it would be. If you steal something from the Bristol Dollar Tree while you're here and try to run over to the big windmill out in the parking lot, what is that place?
What are you talking about?
The place that used to be Lowe's across from Dollar Tree next to 7.
Oh, Sam's Club, Lowe's, and...
Besides Sam's Club, what is that freaking farm place?
Oh,
sells chickens.
Tractor Supply.
No, it's on the other side. The big one. It was in the old Lowe's.
Rural King.
Rural King. That's
it.
Oh God.
You know, whatever.
We're your Bristol authority. We know everything about it.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Here's
some more juice.
And then back again is Sonny Boy.
Got that juice.
Man, the juice is flowing over there. They have made a deal with Sunny D. I guess this is primary sponsor now. This is just, they're going to roll all year with the juice. Got that lemon juice eyes.
You got him. Josh Berry does not seem like a juice guy.
He doesn't, does he? The Western wear, I understood that. The Sunny D is, I just don't. But is anybody a Sunny D guy other than Ricky Stenhouse?
Ricky Stenhouse was, for sure.
Yeah. Definitely.
Because
he shops at Kroger.
He's been cursed by Danica.
Danica, oh my gosh.
Oh.
We've mentioned Danica again. Danica count for this year. What are we?
4. Oh, there we are.
Oh, what episode of the year is this? Episode 5?
5.
6?
Yeah, 6 because of the Clash.
Okay. Every episode almost, I guess, or something. We're doing pretty good.
She's getting there 75% of the time.
Man. For somebody who ain't drove in years, that's pretty good.
Yeah, we need to contact her and
Danica.
see if she'll be a guest on the show. She's on a lot of podcasts now.
Is she? Mm-hmm. She ain't got nothing to do. All right, get on here, girl.
Come on, tell us.
Hey, girl.
Tell us why we shouldn't think you were a
Take
terrible
a
driver.
look at
Oh, no, that's not what here's a better one. Sorry, here. There you go.
Hey, baby girl.
Oh.
There you go.
Dex.
There it is.
Put it on the side of your car.
Last year. I like it better than I like the Ford thing, though. I'll be honest with you. I like the red 21. I like the little Zigglebop shard.
Everybody loves the Zibblebop.
I mean, people in NASCAR love shards, do they not? You see a lot of shards. Exactly. They're all over the cars. They're all over shirts. Just shard it up. Maybe if we get some shirts, we need to put shards on them.
Shard shirts.
Shard shirt. This is my best shard shirt. That might be a good shirt. Getting the shard shirts. Your finer shard shirts.
Here's some more of this stuff.
Here it is. Water that you pay to put flavor in.
I actually saw someone with this, but I was like super tired.
Yeah.
So I didn't feel like having the conversation of being like, what does this even do, man?
Lord have mercy, I'm about to bust.
I didn't figure he knew who Daniel Hemrick or NASCAR was, so I didn't say anything.
But, maybe he knew the history of Sir Cale.
Sir Cale?
Sir Cale.
Sir Cale Kensington?
It makes me think it's a French product. Just the way it's spelled. I mean, there's no rational thought behind that. Don't take my word on that. I don't know the origins of French language. I'm just seems stupid like French people. I'm just sorry, French people. There's nobody from France watching this. Okay. Number 71, back again.
He's focused.
He is just
hanging around.
Getting him starts and wrecks going, and he's making some laps. That's all they wanted. So he'll be good when he gets in a track house car, I guess. Just burn that Focus money. I think they go 4 cars at some point. And
I mean, do you think he's going to be good if he gets in a track house car?
It's got to be better than this, right? I mean, right now he hasn't done much. But again, if you're going to get wrecks out of your system, do it over in the Spire cars.
Yeah.
So, it's just good sense to tear up other people's things.
He didn't wreck. No, he was 3 laps down, but no, he didn't wreck, did he?
3 laps down. No, I don't think so. He might have had a wheel problem, though.
He always does.
Well, what about this guy? He's got no problem with these wheels. They're made of solid gold.
That's right.
Dark desert highway,
I don't even know why I hit that.
It's Bristol, baby.
It's still out there.
We don't have any deserts, or we do have dark and highways here, but no deserts. N29 partners again. Gamebridge, N29. Which one are you going to go with right off the top of your head?
Gamebridge.
Why?
Because it sounds cooler.
There you go.
And it's bigger letters.
N29. It sounds like you failed a lot. Like you started with A1, you went all the way through, you know. Then you had to go B1, B2, 3, C1, They're all up to N29. I'm like, that's a high calculation. It's like WD-40. Was there,
Yeah.
Is that how, or Heinz 57? They at least did it 57 times, right?
They got it right.
The 57th time?
The 57th time.
Well, who ate all them 56? Who has enough time to have 56 bad ketchup companies? Right?
Growler.
I guess so. Okay. He's got something even the pretty girls don't have. Whatever it is, he's got the money. And he gives it to one of them Ricks.
Hendrick.
Not that one. Hey, bad finish for a guy who started the race really well.
Yeah, he was running really well.
And
he was running second for like the first stage.
Yeah. And then he gave up on life. Did he get a speeding penalty? Is that what happened?
I can't remember. Oh, so he did get stage. He was fourth in stage one.
Okay.
Finished fourth in stage one.
And
so, yeah, I wasn't imagining
and
that.
only got 13 points the whole race, and 4 of those came from a stage.
Daggone.
Dang, that's a hit. I mean, his whole, finished race is almost as much as that one stage. That's crazy.
Wow.
Or twice, Anyway, you get the idea. Advent Health. Man, we don't have any Advent Health or the 71's Health people, which I believe is the same company, actually, around here. But it's all about TV, right, I guess, because it's a weird thing to advertise in a region for a hospital that doesn't exist here. That's just me. Speaking of things that shouldn't exist, I saw something about Bria's tree maybe being in trouble. Maybe it's causing problems or something, or doing something that they didn't think it was going to do.
It's causing more COPD?
Maybe. It's the chemical in it, the Byzantine Empire.
Yeah.
The ruins of them, their bones they ground up. Whatever it is, I don't know. They, something's bad's about it. So I saw that on the news either yesterday or today. So maybe a bad week to have this on the car. Maybe a good week. I don't know. Maybe it draws more attention to the bad story. But I can tell you one thing, most likely, is this guy is going to be at the back of the field. Actually, he might not. He runs well at Bristol.
He does, but
the short.
We've had 4 races, right?
Yeah, this is 5th.
This is 5th. We've had 4 races, and Austin has been in an accident before lap 6 in 3 of the 4 races. No joke.
Good job. Good job.
Lap 6.
I just want you to remember.
75% of the races so
There's
far.
2 Dillon brothers. This is the good one. Okay? This is the one who's the successful one, okay?
Yeah.
Man. But the wins he has are big wins,
Yeah, but, I mean, that doesn't trump anything.
What's he at in points? Look
he's in the way back there.
I'm just going to look at the bottom of the points. Okay, here we go. 32nd in points out of, there's only 36 chartered cars, but some of those cars aren't even in the top 36 because of driver points are different than owner points because we've had different people in the 16. So Austin is really only beating Zane Smith, Kaz Gralla, and Ryan Preece, which is, wow. Ryan Preece is doing terrible.
Ryan Preece, man.
He's 35th.
Show up, man.
36th is an open car. Even Kaz Gralla has been in 2 different cars. Remember, he had to get in the 36 during Daytona. He had to get out of the 15 car. And he's still beating Ryan Preece. That's ridiculous.
Dude, Ryan Preece.
Yeah, what is he has total 28 points.
So he has 0 stage points, I guess. Like, he hasn't got any stage points probably, and he's finished a couple DNFs or something.
Well, Blaney in the lead with 151. And Ryan's down here with 28. It's ridiculous.
And so Ryan's Ryan scored half of his points in this past race.
Exactly. Because we've already seen him halfway through.
Yeah, he got 14 points at
So-
Phoenix.
So the first 3 races.
He only had 14 points total.
Dear God.
That's pretty rough.
And a man who doesn't have a lot of sponsor backing, Gene paying the bills himself, he's got to step it up. He's in trouble. Fast. That's rough. Somebody commented, actually. I saw in a comment. Somebody said, try being Ryan Preece's crew chief, about how hard it was. And I was like, you know what? That didn't fully hit me. But now it does. now I know what that guy's talking about.
Yep.
Good job, guy. All right, let's look at another one. Hey, you love Gainbridge.
It's coming back.
Oh, give it up for the boys and girls down at the investment firms.
Here comes this more traditional color scheme.
Oh, yeah, this is the normal
Makes sense now why the
regular
77 was
flavor.
different.
Right. Yeah, that's Gainbridge something else. And this is just Gainbridge.
Oh.
I mean, you got your, your Coke Zero, your Diet Coke, your Coke Lemon, so you got your Gainbridge, your Gainbridge Children, whatever. It's a whole series of bridges that you can invest and cross in. It's not a bad scheme, honestly.
No.
Simple, but I like it.
I liked his last week a lot better.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even though he smashed the side of it off.
Yeah. Here's somebody who is not happy with last week's performance.
Hey.
That you want to see better. This is a man who could be a threat this weekend, especially
Yeah.
if Ford has anything.
He does run very well here.
This man's already got half the poles this year. And the 34 driving a car from the same place had one of them. Who had the other pole? Holy crap, I can't think.
Who had the pole at Phoenix?
That's what I was trying to think of.
Yeah, well, whoever had it just, I don't know.
This last week.
This
There's
last
only one I
week.
can't think of, which is weird, right? It should tell me on this piece of paper I'm looking
I
at,
don't
but
know.
it don't.
I feel like it was a Toyota.
Yeah, I believe it was.
No, I can't remember who it
I
was.
can't either.
Oh, wow.
Anyway, I hope he wrecks again this weekend. I do. And if
He
we
did
see
wreck.
him,
He
I'm
did
holler
wreck
at
the
him.
last time we were at Bristol.
He did. It's wreckers or checkers.
Yeah.
He's up there. Prepare yourself.
Another one.
Oh my God.
Ah,
This right here for me. This is Rap of the Week, boys.
Cheetos and Mountain Dew.
Oh, they did it all. This is the Food City paid off deal here. They got Food City on the back. You got the Food City stamped across the front end, which I don't like.
Yeah.
But just the black with these colors pops. And I wish this was a night race car instead of the day race.
Yeah.
But I love it. I'm all about it. It's got some cheese up here. It's got some Mountain Dew over here. These are the most junk food things you could put together. This is the most unbalanced diet anyone can get, and for that reason, it's just darkness for your soul. That's why they went all black. I'm digging it. Again, for a Food City car. Now, the Mountain Dew car last year, killer.
Yeah, that was pretty
Freaking
nice.
killer. So I was amazed and was in love that Mountain Dew was coming back. But then they added Cheetos, and I'm like, I'm still going to give it to it because it's still hot with the Jags. They got the shards. Everyone
More
loves the shards.
And Dinger's back.
Dinger's back. I saw today Dinger's first ever cup race was at Bristol. It was his first start. So, again, I think they thought road course the way these turns are.
Yeah, Dinger runs well at this track.
He's going to do something. Get ready.
He's going to fly like an eagle.
For America. Oh, last place.
Another one.
Another one. The 16 last week, that was Derek Krause, by the way.
Yeah.
That finished that badly.
No one even knows who that is.
Right. He was in his second race. And speaking of the number 2, here he is.
He's in his second race.
Right. Might as well be. Man, how
Last place.
he just keeps doing terrible.
1 point.
What does he hit on the he only did 6 laps. So, I mean, getting 1 point's pretty good, honestly.
All the Austins record, lap 6.
What's his point standing for the 2 car? He had a good finish, and he had some good at the Daytona. Was it Daytona or was it Atlanta? He got stage points.
Yeah, he finished top 5 in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Only
But there was a big pile up for that, too.
I can't see. I can't find it.
You ain't got no glasses.
Oh, my God.
He's that bad. It's got to be way down there, surely, right? I wanted to be proved wrong. But
Austin Cindric is 15th in points.
15th. He's going to make the chase. Forget this. Okay, I'm totally wrong. Just seems like he sucks. All right, my bad.
It's just because he got all those stage points and finished in top 5 in Atlanta. Was it?
guess.
He had one really good race.
If you want to tell us how bad we suck, go ahead, call. Tell us.
Leave us a
Say it.
message.
Jim Bob calls every week. He doesn't have to hog the air. You can get in on this, baby.
Yeah, we're sick of him already, so somebody call.
He's wore out. He's welcome. You get in here and make yourself known. Send us something. I ain't even checked it. We'll check it one day probably. Anything else other than making our picks, Justin? Anything you could think we could just throw out as a tidbit to the people, other than make your pick in the comments so you can win this beautiful, beautiful hat.
Win that hat today.
What can you tell us, Justin, about winning? Or just about Bristol. Let's give a friendly Bristol tip. That's where I was
Bristol,
going.
a friendly, just around the area?
Yeah, as people come into Bristol this weekend for the, 1/3 of the stadium that will be filled.
I would,
what can they do?
I would check out State Street.
There you go.
Get some nice breweries and some tap houses, some good things to eat.
They got food.
A little bit of entertainment at the Paramount Theater if you'd like.
Do you have any idea who's there?
I have no idea.
Okay. There's some good people that come there. I mean, some big stuff.
Yeah, there's always some good, musical covers, like we're doing a show for a cover band or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. There's other things.
There's a couple things going on around the track. I know.
If you want to get out and Friday's supposed to be rainy.
Ooh.
Saturday and Sunday going to be kind of coolish, cloudy, but it's supposed to be dry. That's good.
So we're probably going to have a race Sunday. That's
I
good.
hope so.
What about truck race? Going to happen?
Truck race, yeah, looks like it's supposed to rain a little bit Saturday morning early, and that's it.
Okay. We're going down pulling for a 75 team. Stefan Parsons is we're going to help bring a win in. They just need to take Kyle Busch out while I'm wearing this hat. You know, I'd say as I wear an 8 hat. But I'm going to be hanging out with the folks over the Henderson Motorsports this weekend at the truck race, so I won't be wearing an 8 hat. I'll be wearing a 75 hat.
There you go.
And there's nothing wrong. I should have worn it already.
Yeah.
I wanted to save it for this weekend, though. I don't want to get it dirty here, with this filth we've seen out of Denny Hamlin and stuff, the terrible mouth and things we had to show you earlier if you missed that part. Justin, who are you going to pick to win the big come back to, the spring race doesn't live up to it race again?
NASCAR did, what they do every now and then.
Man, I don't know. I don't know whom I'm feeling it.
Who could it be?
You know what I think? I think this might sound crazy.
Okay.
But I think that, I'm not like a fan of this guy really, but I'm just feeling that Ty Gibbs is going to break out and get his first win this weekend.
Yeah, he was strong last week, starting out.
He's been strong for the last 6 months.
You know what? You're right. That could happen. What a call. That threw me off. I'll be honest with you. But that's a good pick. I was going to go with something more traditional, and unfortunately, I'm going to say the 11. And boy, I hope I'm wrong.
You think he goes back to back?
The 11?
Yeah.
I think he can.
I think he can, but I don't think he does.
I think he could have won Phoenix had he not had his little wreck.
Well, yeah.
I think I was like, that's it. It's over. Don't even care. It's going to be one of these. And then it wasn't. And I think that's only because of that wreck. Like they were in position. Like you can kind of see when they start mentally thinking they're going to, okay, now we need to proceed, Like as far as like Denny holding back and then like the car actually starting to make moves, I think that's what it was. Denny was trying to pull a little more than what he had before, and then that's what caused him to lose it because he was laying back. I think everybody's laying back a little bit. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong because, the motor
sandbagging
thing, a little bit. You got to a certain point. It's just like in the video, if you go see Chris Carrier talking there when they had a car set up to dominate everybody on Earth over at Penske in the 77 car, and he's like, I wanted to save it for the 600 and just lay back, and then the last stage just lap the whole field.
Yeah.
But then they're like, no, let's take it to the All-Star race, and then they, see what happened. I'm just saying, you don't want to always show your hand, especially these Gibbs drivers. They like to not get up there and wear their equipment out. All right, that's a good pick. So we're saying Gibbs is winning then.
Yeah,
definitely.
we're all on the Gibbs train.
Well, that's something.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have seen that. I didn't even mean to push that button. I'm very sorry. I apologize to all
what
of
is
you
that
and your
supposed
family.
to be?
It's
Those
supposed to be
picks.
Picks, that's what they are. All right, baby.
Picking
We're going to
grand.
be around probably down there with the camera at some point, as long as it ain't raining, most likely, kind of probably. I don't know what we're going to film. Maybe we'll talk to people. Maybe we won't. I don't know. If you see us, holler. Probably got a sticker for you.
Hey.
You won't be on the internet? You can do it.
No.
It's that easy. we'll ask you, so you won't be on the internet, and we'll record it, and that way we have it for legal purposes. So don't you be hollering, you can't put me on the internet when I'll
put you on the news.
Right? You're going to be on the news. If you're going to, man, I've seen so much crazy crap, just thinking here just off the top of my head at Bristol in my life. Just drunk people walking down the sides of the road, and all of a sudden they just go off a hill into a river. Like things like that. But we show up with a camera last year, and it's just some people hanging out, having drinks and talking. I mean, they were cool people.
Yeah.
But I didn't see, just people's bodies wash away like I used to when there was no camera. I don't know what happened. Everything got tame. We should have been filming earlier, I guess. Everybody got old.
Yeah, everybody come on down St. Patrick's Day. Y'all show us what you can do.
We'll see what happens. Hey, speaking of which, just learned this. The backside where they had the big Bass Pro set up with the boats and the tents for the Food City, and then you got all the free stuff, and there was gone. Nothing back there now. All of that's been converted to parking. So you can park almost up at the track now.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if that's paid parking. I'm sure it is.
Yeah, probably.
So all that's gone, and it's in front where the merch rigs are.
Oh, okay, over there.
In addition to that.
Kawiki 1 and 2.
Yeah, so they've shoved everything into a smaller space. Maybe they did have a big bulldozer down there doing some stuff, so maybe they moved some stuff around. If you've been there in the big It's Bristol baby, like everything's there now.
Okay.
So no need to be on the back of the track. Everybody ought to be in one spot now, up there with everything together. So that's where we'll be if we're out filming and maybe at some campers. Don't let us down. All right, we love all of you, baby. We hope to see you in town. Enjoy this race. Have a good one. Bye-bye.
All right, bye.